your boy Tyler Gates, aka Tag Live 205. Welcome back. Tag Live 205 on millions.co. If you have not already, please subscribe to the channel. As always, I am your host, Tyler A. Gates. Welcome on the Millions platform, Instagram, and YouTube. If you have not, like I said already, subscribe to the channel as I'm coming to you live, like I do every weekday and week out. Twitter, Instagram, millions.co, YouTube, and Spotify. It is championship week, baby. It is championship day. It's championship Sunday. So, I have a lot of questions and a lot of things I want to ask you guys as well. So, if you have not already, please subscribe and follow to the channel on my Instagram, tagloud205. That's the talk show Instagram, and Tyler A. Gates. Thank you to millions.co once again for allowing me to use their platform. Obviously, my bosses are in my ear right now. They're saying hello. Let's get this down to the nitty gritty. We have Championship Sunday, people. So, before all of that, breaking news. Mike McCarthy has been hired as the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. I want to pivot a little bit to experience when I talk about Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy is somebody you look at and you don't really think championship level caliber talent. You don't really think championship level caliber player. But when you look at somebody like a Mike McCarthy, you are looking at them for not only their skill, you are looking at them primarily off of what they are going to bring to the table. Mike McCarthy can bring all of that. If you are the Pittsburgh Steelers, he's going to bring that championship pedigree. Obviously, we know he's won at the highest level with the Aaron Rodgers and a Donald Driver and a young Randall Cobb, so on and so forth. Jordy Nelson and others. B.J. Raji, Clay Matthews, A.J. Hawk, Charles Woodson, and others. We obviously remember the days of a Sam Shields. Reminds me of a Minka Fitzpatrick who's no longer on the team, but you see the same defense that he has. The same defense is lined up for a Mike McCarthy. Now, the offensive credibility matters with a young and unsettled quarterback room. And I'm going to use young very lightly because Will Howard is a 6th-round pick out of last year's NFL draft. Now, listen to me when I say this. I do firmly believe that he is going to be the starter if Aaron Rodgers does not come back. I don't believe the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to draft somebody and then have him back up Aaron Rodgers once again. I just don't see that Zach Wilson type of experiment happening here with the Pittsburgh Steelers. As the Rooney family, one thing about them, it's a rebuild time. It's rebuild time for the Rooney family. And if you do not know what that means for Pittsburgh fans, it means you start to tear down piece by piece, but then rebuild it back up. I'll give you 5 seasons, maybe even 6, 7. You'll be back on top. But knowing the Pittsburgh Steelers, I'll give them a 3 to 5 window. Because this organization knows how to put winners in places that shouldn't even be. So, the big question for Mike McCarthy for me is how much control will McCarthy have in not only the quarterback room, but how much control will he have over this franchise? We know certain coaches come in and want a certain level of control. We know certain coaches come in and they want a certain level of power, right? I don't think Mike McCarthy needs a certain level of power. I need him to focus on the field first, but then have this relationship with the general manager, have that relationship with yours truly, have that relationship with the Rooney family. But this is the Steelers choosing stability over splash. And a lot of Pittsburgh fans, the Steeler faithful, they have really been not too pleased about this hire. Let's just say it like that. They haven't really been pleased with this hire at all. And to see how they really maturate and just, you can really see it coming. You can really see it coming. Now, once again, Mike McCarthy is that guy. He is that guy. He deserves so much credibility. I don't think he'll get into the Hall of Fame, but when you're talking about head coaches that can give you stability, he is one of them. He may not give you a winning season like a Mike McCarthy, like a Mike Tomlin, but he will give you stability. You don't want the flash. Pittsburgh's not known for flash. The only flashy players or some sort of flash that they've ever brought in was a Jalen Ramsey, was a Mika Fitzpatrick of sorts. Flash. I don't think Antonio Brown, I mean, he was flash. Juju Smith-Schuster, flash. I don't really see anybody else that they would bring in that has that flash, or a George Pickens who has that flash. So, Pittsburgh's choosing stability over splash. I like it. Pittsburgh, let's see where you go. Let's just see where you go, because you could like it. You cannot like it. I believe you guys are going to be in the playoffs next year. Moving on. Championship Sunday, people. If I pull up my bracket right now, if you guys are pulling my bracket for me behind that screen for me, thank you very much. I need people to understand what I mean by this is one of the best chances to see a new dynasty rise in years. And you look at the playoff bracket right here, you have the Broncos, Patriots, Seahawks, and Rams as the final 4 teams. Now, let me tell you something about this. Don't ever think that the Broncos are out of anything. Don't ever think that the Seahawks are just going to blow a lead and then come back like they did against the Rams. Don't ever think that Puka Nacua is not going to have some level of stability. Don't ever think that this bracket of sorts is one of the best brackets we've ever seen. It's one of the weirdest brackets, but it's one of the most fun brackets we've ever seen. Leaning into the AFC Championship game, Jarrett Stidham, Stiddy, a.k.a. he has so many nicknames, a.k.a. Stiddy, a.k.a. his city, a.k.a. Stidham, a.k.a. JS, a.k.a. Jarrett Stiddy, a.k.a. J Stiddy, a.k.a. Jarrett, whatever you want to call him, he has a chance to make history today. He has a chance to make history today. I believe he makes history today. I believe we see the AFC taken by the Denver Broncos. I do believe that when it's all said and done, the Denver Broncos are going to look back at this team and say, you know what? This was the one team that we saw, that came, that saw, and conquered. This was the one team that we said, I don't think they can make it without Bo Nix. But Jarrett Stidham is going to be part of the reason why. AFC Championship game. New England Patriots, Denver Broncos, CBS 6. You got that right. It's a good game. It's going to be a close one. But I do firmly believe, and I got the times mixed up, 3:30 is when the Broncos and Patriots will be scheduled to play, and the Rams and Seahawks are at 6:30. So, elite defense is going to win this game. Whoever has the best defense is going to win the game. Point blank period. You see MVP Matthew Stafford. You see MVP Drake May. These defenses for all 4 teams, but specifically the Broncos defense. You look at a Nick Bonito, reminds you of Von Miller. You look at a Patrick Surtain. Patrick Surtain reminds me of Aqib Talib, the last time they went to the Super Bowl. You look at a Garrett Bowles, reminds me of somebody on that Broncos O-line that protected Peyton Manning and can protect Jarrett Stidham. You look at all the players, all the running backs that the Broncos have had since that Super Bowl run, from going and believing in Paxton Lynch, from going and believing in Drew Lock, who we all believed in. Let's be completely honest about that. Going and believing in Russell Wilson, one of the best quarterbacks of all time. Having Brett Ripping start games for you because you were injured. Having Jarrett Stidham, his first stint with the Broncos, not really playing that much, but now can become a hero in that city. I've been to Denver, as you guys know, last year in April. It was an amazing time. The Denver Broncos need to win this game. They need to win this game. The Patriots probably need to win this game more, but I'm going to say the Denver Broncos need to win this game. Why? Because they don't have Bo Nix. They don't have Bo Nix. You don't have Bo Nix to neutralize that defense. You don't have Bo Nix to spread around the offense. You don't have Bo Nix to take the eye off certain receivers. Jarrett Stidham, he can run, just not like Bo Nix stuff. The turnover margin is going to play a huge factor in this game. Whoever can win the turnover margin will win this game today. I'll say it every time. So, Denver, let's get some strip sacks. You saw what happened against the Texans for the Patriots last week, where they sacked Drake May 5 times and they were able to strip the ball three to 5 of those times. I'm just saying, allow them to breathe. Allow them to say, you know what? This is us. This is us. Allow them to get comfortable, because when you allow somebody to get comfortable, you put them in a box. You put them in a box. And you never want to put anybody in a box. Let's just keep that plain and simple. You never want to put anybody in a box. But they need to put people in the box today. Today. So, as we move forward to the NFC Championship game, I'm going to give a quick shout out to Scooby Magaza on ESPN. Also want to give a shout out to Trisha Whitaker and Indiana Hoosiers once again for winning the college football national championship. But one shout out in particular, I'm going to give a shout out to Liv Moods, aka Olivia. If you follow her on Twitter, you watch her show, she's doing fantastic things in the sports media world. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for your Broncos today. I'm pretty sure everybody knew that I was, of course, going to go against the Patriots. I mean, what else was going to happen? I'm rooting for the Broncos today. I want the Broncos to win this game. I want to see something different. We just got done seeing the arc of the Patriots for 20 years. We just got done seeing it. I enjoy, and when I say I enjoyed seeing the Patriots kind of downfall hit. Not to say that I hate or dislike anything, but when it comes to the Patriots, we understand that if you are a team in the AFC, more specifically in the AFC East, you don't have a good chance against the Patriots. And this was for 20 plus years. Ask the Jets. They never got past them. They got past them once, couldn't get past Pittsburgh. Okay? It's a little different over here. It's a little different. NFC Championship game. The rivalry. The rivalry. But before I get into the rivalry, I'm going to get into something what Sean Payton said about Jarrett Stidham, and then going to move on. So if put up on my screen, Jarrett Stidham. I'm not worried about Stiddy. He's going to rip it. I'm not worried about Stiddy in this game. I'm worried about everyone else and how we play. That is the correlation of a coach trusting a quarterback. If you trust a quarterback with all your heart, this is what you're going to get. This is the result you're going to have. And seeing Denver and seeing Jarrett Stidham in the limelight, having Bo Nix on your side, even though he's out with the ankle injury, having all of that being said, I firmly believe that Jarrett Stidham is more than ready to take on this challenge. He is more incapable to take on this challenge. Jarrett Stidham played behind Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback of all time. He played behind greatness. He experienced greatness. He was in the locker room with greatness. He went to practice with greatness. He exited practice with greatness. So don't you think he has what it takes to win? I do. I firmly believe that he has what it takes to win. Now, moving on to the NFC Championship game, where this is probably going to be the game of the year. Not to take anything away from the New England Patriots Denver Broncos game, but you have to say with your chest, this is going to be the best game of the year. They're rivals, two rivals. The star power is everywhere. The legacy game for multiple players on both sides. We're going to get into that. And then one mistake swings the entire season. Well, first, it's a rivalry. I'm going to continue to say rivalries need to return in the NFL. The only active rivalries to me are the Packers and the Bears, the Packers and the Vikings, the Rams and the Seahawks. The Bills don't have a rival. Falcons and Saints. Those are the only rivalries that exist to me. I may be missing a few. Obviously, the Eagles and Cowboys, I'm not going to mention the obvious ones. We understand what the obvious ones are. But this is a legacy game for Sam Darnold. If you want to submit your place among one of the best quarterbacks in the league and then later on in the Hall of Fame, not saying that's going to happen, but this is the pathway to do it. You win this game today. You become an NFC champion. You go to the Super Bowl and you win. Yes, I believe Sam Darnold will be on that trajectory to the Hall of Fame. And it's funny enough because we all thought Baker Mayfield was going to be better than Sam Darnold, hence the Browns and John Dorsey, the GM at the time, taking him number 1 overall. But Sam Darnold, as we predicted, long term panned out. And to see what the Seattle Seahawks were able to get out of him, it's the same thing Minnesota was able to get out of him. The Jets, it's the New York Jets. Their franchise, the culture, it's not a good correlation. It's not a good mix over there in New York right now. They have to first start with ownership and work their way down. But aside from the New York Jets, the Seattle Seahawks have always been one of the best franchises in the sport. They've always been one of the most common franchises in the sport. Always one of the most professional. You never hear anything bad. They've always had great quarterback play. They've always had great running back play. They've always had great wide receiver play, decent tight end play, and great elite all-time defense. They've always been on the out. They always been on the inside, looking outwards. And what I mean by that is they always been on the inside with the other teams who have been consistently good. Even the seasons where they had non-winning records, which was barely. But to see how Seattle has come out, to see how they have not cracked under the pressure, JSN most likely winning Offensive Player of the Year. Look at what they have done. It shows for themselves, and not to take anything away from the Rams and MVP Matthew Stafford, but Seattle, it's destined for them to win this game. It is destined for them to win this game. Destined. And that's why I'm going to go with the Seattle Seahawks. Now, I want to get into the Rams. But I am going with the Seahawks to win this game. But Puka Nacua needs to win his matchups. He needs to win against Devon Witherspoon. He needs to win against Rick Willen. He needs to win against these defensive secondary players in order to have an advantage. Because without Puka, the Rams are nothing right now. They are absolutely nothing. Matthew Stafford, MVP, hopeful. We understand that. The defense, Jared Verse, Brandon Fisk, and others, we understand that. Quentin Lake caught on fire in the playoffs. We understand that. But what we do not understand is the fact that Seattle has been waiting on this moment for a long time. The last time Seattle was really in a position like this to win was in the 2013 NFC title game against none other than another divisional rival in the San Francisco 49ers. And do we remember what happened in that game? Michael Crabtree and Richard Sherman. I feel like a Puka Nacua and Devon Witherspoon moment could happen tonight. It could happen. It could happen. A tipped interception. It could happen to Ernest Jones, just like Bobby Wagner caught the interception. It could happen. It could happen. It could happen. So, Matthew Stafford, don't crack under the pressure. This is your chance to get Lombardi number 2. For Seattle, legacy game for Sam Darnold. And defense, this is your legacy game as well. Jarrett Stidham, and then we are completely through here. Jarrett Stidham, his spotlight is different. When you think about somebody like Jarrett Stidham, can he get it done? He can absolutely get it done. Can playoff Stidham, that's my nickname for him. Can playoff Stidham do it again? And playoff Stidham will do it again. He will do it again. And the reason why I say again is because he's experienced playoffs before not being the quarterback, but he will get it done today. Somehow, some way, if the Broncos can beat Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, do we really think that they're going to lose against the Patriots? Let's be completely honest here. Jarrett Stidham has been in the league longer than Drake May. Jarrett Stidham can rewrite his career arc today. Jarrett Stidham is facing elite competition today. Jarrett Stidham is a former highly regarded prospect, had bounced around the league multiple times, but ended up back in Denver. Was on New England, drafted by New England, but ended up back on Denver. It was destined for Jarrett Stidham, thrown into the spotlight. It's like being thrown into the fire as a rookie. We're trusting you to lead this franchise. That's what they're trusting Jarrett Stidham to do. He has to be a game manager and not try to be a game changer. If he can be a game manager, this is what he can do. He has shown you in the past at Auburn what he can do. Trust me, I'm a Georgia fan. I've seen it for myself. Jarrett Stidham almost beat us. Jarrett Stidham put up a good number of yards on that Georgia defense. Jarrett Stidham knows what it's like to get it done. He's played at the highest level in the SEC, the highest competition of college football, and he sat behind greatness. He is going to get it done today, and they will lead into the Super Bowl. That Jarrett Stidham will win the Super Bowl, and Jarrett Stidham will be the MVP of the Super Bowl, if not Patrick Surtain or Nick Bonito. So that's 2-3 weeks right there worth of predictions where I say the Broncos are going to win the Super Bowl and they're going to beat the Seattle Seahawks to do it. Thank you guys so much for joining this 30 minutes. Once again, if you have any questions, contact me on my Instagram, Twitter, email address, TikTok. All my social platforms are below. And final thoughts on this game, on these games entirely. Jarrett Stidham is going to have to be a hero. Jarrett Stidham is going to have to be the hero. And for the Seattle Seahawks, I know I keep mentioning legacy game, but it's one person out of everybody on the Seahawks roster who we are looking at to perform today. His name is Jackson Smith-Njigba. If Jackson Smith-Njigba can put up the numbers that he put up all season, if Jackson Smith-Njigba can get away from defenders, if Jackson Smith-Njigba can figure out a way to become the best version of himself, the Seattle Seahawks, my friend, are going to be NFC champions tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining Tag Live 205 on Millions, on the Millions platform. Thank you guys so much once again. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. You can also follow me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, now TikTok, and millions.co, and my articles are on shorthand.com. I did write an article about Championship Sunday, so go ahead, tune in, and stay tuned for more. Enjoy the games tonight, everybody, because they will get real intense. Stay safe in these winter storms. Stay inside. Let's enjoy some football. And I'm out.